Hi guys, Geetdrew64 here, and Merry Christmas. That's right, it's just a few days away, and I thought it'd be cool for this year to share with you guys a tier list. I found a Christmas tier list online, so I took that tier list and I took out all the movies that I hadn't seen and put in movies that I have seen to fill out to give 64 movies. I thought 64 seemed like an appropriate number for this list. I've never done a tier list before here on the channel. I just thought this would be a fun thing to do to celebrate Christmas this year. So with all that said, let's go ahead and jump into the video. All right, these are in no particular order. I haven't really thought about anything I want to say here. This is right off the gun, right off the rip. We're just going to do it live and see how this works out. So the first thing up, we've got Toy Story That Time Forgot. I guess that is a Christmas movie. Where would I put it? It's not something I revisit. I remember liking, I actually like the Halloween Toy Story special more. All right, we're just going to put it in C for now. What do we got? The Jim Carrey Christmas Carol. This was never one of my favorites. It wasn't one that, I don't think I only saw it the one time. I like Robert Zemeckis as director, but it's not something I ever really want to go back and see. There's so many other Christmas Carol movies to check out. I'm going to put it in D, I think. It's not one that I really have any interest in going back to see. It's not like it was terrible, but like I said, there's some other Christmas carols that are going to show up on this list that are more my speed, more the ones that I stick to. So let's see, what do we got? A Christmas Story. Well, that is a classic. There are some people who really don't like this movie. I think those people are wrong, though, and it's S tier for me. A Christmas Story is S tier. I didn't really get into this till I was about 13 or 14, and it was during the TBS, or was it TNT? TBS or TNT had the 24 Hours of a Christmas Story. Watched it one year, and pretty much watched it every year since then. That's one I check out every year. What do we got? Charlie Brown Christmas. There are some Christmas specials in here as well, like TV specials and things like that. Again, I didn't make the entirety of this list. I just copied over an existing list, and then I added in things I had seen to fill it out. So, S tier. S tier. And I would put it ahead of A Christmas Story. I think Charlie Brown Christmas is a great TV special. It's one that I pretty much watch every year. It's nice and short and concise. It doesn't take a lot of time if you want to sit down and watch it. I just love it. I love the message of the... scrolled up there. I love the message of the movie, or the special as well. Great. I'm a Charlie Brown fan. Let's see, what do we got? The Night They Saved Christmas. This one is not as memorable as some other ones, but I always liked it when they showed it on TV. It was an 80s movie. Basically, they're trying to save the North Pole from being blown up from oil drillers. I haven't seen it in a while, but it was pretty good. Let's put middle of the road. We're going to put it in B tier for now. It's a pretty good one. This is the new Christmas Story Christmas movie that you can currently watch on HBO Max. I actually just bought the DVD. They only released it on DVD. They did not release it on Blu-ray. I think it was a pleasant surprise. I think it was really solid. 100 times better than any of the other sequels to A Christmas Story that have come out. Really good message to the movie. I think it was a solid follow-up for A Christmas Story. A lot of heart to it. I'm going to put it in A. I think it was pretty great. What do we got? Prancer. Now this was a mainstay for me and my family growing up. We always rented this one from Blockbuster every year. You would think that we would just go ahead and buy it, but no, it was one that we would rent every year, and because it was a mainstay for me, I'm going to put it on A. It's got Sam Elliott in it. It's got a different tone than a lot of Christmas movies, a little bit more realistic, a little bit darker, and somebody's texting me. Stop texting me. Not while I'm filming. Die Hard. I think that a lot of people debate whether this is a Christmas movie or not. Would I put it on as a Christmas movie? Maybe now I would, but I wouldn't have before. It's all a Christmas movie, and whether you watch it around Christmas regularly or not, I guess. I would say it's a Christmas movie. I left it on this list because it was on the list I originally pulled. Die Hard is a great movie. I'm going to put it in A. I'm going to put it in A. I think it's a Christmas movie. The older I've gotten, the more I've accepted that it's a Christmas movie. And maybe just because it's a different type of Christmas movie to watch around Christmas. So Die Hard, I'm going to put it in A. I can't put it in S because it hasn't been a mainstay Christmas movie for me over the years. But, I'm going to put it in A. Elf. I've noticed in the last couple of years, a lot of people hating on Elf. I don't really get it. I think it's one of Will Ferrell's best movies personally, and it is S tier for me. So I'm not on the Elf hate train. I really love Elf. A lot of quotable moments. One that we watched every year growing up. I remember as a kid going to see it in theaters. Let's see what else we got. We've got Four Christmases. I actually started watching this movie the other night, and I just didn't really get into it. I hadn't seen it in a long time. Vince Vaughn and Reese Witherspoon were pretty good in, what I had seen, but I've only seen it a couple times. I'm going to put it in D, I think, for now. What do we got? Frosty the Snowman. This is the animated one. This one was not... we did watch it, but it really wasn't one we watched a whole lot of. So I'm going to go ahead and just put it in B. I don't think it's bad. There's parts of it that I don't know. I guess it's just because it wasn't a mainstay for me. I guess B, where I'll put it for now. Gremlins. Now, Gremlins, I would say, is a Christmas movie. If you're going to put Die Hard, you got to put Gremlins. And I'm going to put it the top of B tier. That's where I'm going to put it. Home Alone 1. Home Alone 1's going up to S tier. Not surprising there. I'm going to put it right behind Charlie Brown Christmas. And Home Alone 2, which I actually think is better than the first one. It's the one I watched more. I wore out my VHS tape as a kid. Like it became demagnetized. I'm going to put it right there. Actually, I'm going to go ahead and shuffle Elf here because I would probably put Elf ahead of A Christmas Story. What else do we got? We've got the Grinch. This is the Jim Carrey Grinch movie. We're going to put it... I was never really into it as much as other people were. It's not bad. I'd put it ahead of Frosty. Let's put it right there. Let's put it in B tier. The original animated Grinch, I would have to say that is S tier. That's one I watched every year. I'm going to put it right there. Great songs, obviously. Another S tier here. It's a Wonderful Life. It's a Wonderful Life. Is it? Yeah, I'm going to put it all the way at the top. It's been my favorite Christmas movie. We would watch it for usually in between Christmas and New Year's, or on Christmas Day we'd watch it, and I still pretty much continue that tradition. Can almost recite the movie. I've seen it so many times. Jingle All the Way. Well, you might have noticed that I've got Turbo Man right behind me. I like Jingle All the Way. It's one of the funniest movies. I'm going to put it right there in between Elf and A Christmas Story. Love Actually. I only saw this movie one time. It jumps around, has a bunch of different stories going on. It's like a romantic a comedy, I guess. I didn't really think it was very comedic. Anyway, I'm going to put it down in the D tier. Actually, I'm going to shuffle Four Christmases ahead of Jim Carrey's Christmas Carol there. Miracle on 34th Street. This was the remake from the 90s. This is the one I watched more than the original. It's pretty good. I'm going to put it up in A tier. I think I'm going to put it right there. I'm going to put it in B tier. Okay, and then here's the original. Again, I didn't watch this one as much as the remake. I only saw it twice, I think. I'll put it in C just because I'm not too strong on it. National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. I did not watch this until I became an adult, so it wasn't a Christmas mainstay for me growing up. But I do like it a lot. I am going to put it in A tier. I'm going to put it right behind Die Hard. Let's see. What do we got? Polar Express. I know a lot of people hate on this movie because the motion capture is pretty bad, and it's not. It does fall into Uncanny Valley at times. I really like the music though, and the visuals that are not the human characters are pretty solid. I think the music alone keeps it out of C tier. I'm going to put it at the bottom of B tier for me. Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. This one I didn't watch as much as some of the other stop-motion ones, but more than all of these. Yeah, let's put it there. Let's put it at the top of B tier. Okay, next we've got Scrooged. This was one I've seen twice. I didn't really get into it. The first time I saw it, I was a kid. I didn't like it. It's just not my cup of tea. I don't think it's... Is it D tier? I'll put it at the bottom of C tier. I know a lot of people really love Scrooged, but it's just not my movie. Muppets Christmas Carol. Oh, geez. This was my Christmas Carol growing up as a kid. This was usually a Christmas Eve watch for us. Let's put it right there. That's an S tier. It's an S tier for me. Nightmare Before Christmas. A lot of people really love this one. I really like this movie too. I don't really watch it at Christmas time though. I watch it like between Halloween and Thanksgiving. So I don't really think of it as much as a Christmas movie as like a Halloween type of movie. Let's put it the top of B tier. The Santa Claus with Tim Allen, who is goated. Is this S tier? This is one of my favorite movies. Or is it the top of A tier? I'm gonna put it in S tier. It's going in S tier. Right there. I think I'm pretty happy with that one. All right, Santa Claus 2 with, again, Tim Allen. Not as good as the first one, but not bad. A lot better than the third one. You know, a little bit more whimsical and not as grounded as the first one. It's not bad. I'd probably put it in B tier. Right there. Right after Gremlins. Deck the Halls with Danny DeVito and Matthew Broderick. Not a great movie. I've actually seen it twice. I would put it right there. Right below Four Christmases. Christmas with the Cranks. A lot of people don't like this movie. I actually like this movie. It is one that we watched quite a bit, and I do like it. It is completely absurd. Let's put it right there. Let's put it right there, behind Santa Claus 2 in the B tier. Ernest Saves Christmas. I actually watched this one a lot growing up. This was on TV quite a bit, so I pretty much watched it every year. I actually just picked up the DVD 2 years ago, and you can find it on some of the streaming services. I think it's still fun. If you like Ernest, it's one of the better Ernest movies, in my opinion. I can't put it on C tier. It's better than C. It's not going into A. It's probably going to be in B here. Let's put it around... Let's put it right there on the other end of Miracle on 34th Street, the remake. Fred Claus with Paul Giamatti and Vince Vaughn. I think this was kind of an underrated movie. I actually liked it quite a bit. I think Paul Giamatti's great as Santa Claus in the movie. Where would I put this one? Let's put it right there. Put it in between Miracle and Christmas with the Cranks. The Grinch. This is the Illumination Grinch movie. I did watch it. I've only seen it one time. If I'm going to watch a Grinch movie, I'd rather watch the original animated one, which I put in the S tier, or the Jim Carrey one, which I put in the B tier. I'm going to put it in the C tier. I'm going to put it at the end of C tier. Just me personally. Not offensive or anything, and I don't think it was bad. It's just I'm not going to watch it if there's the other two Grinch movies to watch. Jack Frost with Michael Keaton. The Snowman was done by Jim Henson. Just random fact there, I guess, to throw your way. I like it. I don't know. It's not really one I watch at Christmas time. It's not a great movie. I'd say it's kind of an upper mid movie. Let's put it right above Frosty. That's where I'm going to put it. Just Friends with Amy Smart and Ryan Reynolds. I watched this movie a few years ago for the first time. I thought it was okay. Either the bottom of B or in C tier. All right, I'm going to put it in C tier, and it is a Christmas movie. I remember it does take place around Christmas. Let's put it at the top of C tier. Yeah, let's go with that. Now, this is a movie not too many people remember. Christmas Every Day. This was on ABC Family, or Fox Family, and then ABC Family, and then family. When they rebranded the Family Channel so many times. But anyway, this used to be part of their 25 Days of Christmas, and they would show it every year as a TV movie, and I loved it a lot. So I added this onto the list. I'm going to, because this was like a mainstay for me, like for TV movies, it's going to go way up there. I'm going to put it up above Fred Claus. To Grandmother's House We Go, which was an Olsen twins TV movie. Whenever I was a little kid, I would watch this. Let's put it on C tier. I'll put it right there. Just because I liked it whenever I was a kid. I haven't seen it in decades now. So, Santa versus the Snowman 3D. I actually saw this in IMAX 3D when it came out. Again, I was a kid when it came out, and I have some fond memories of it. The animation's not that great. I actually just watched a trailer for it because I just wanted to remember what it looked like, and I was like, oh yeah, it doesn't look the greatest, but it is kind of amusing. Let's put it next to the Toy Story special down here. Unaccompanied Minors.
Minors, not minors.
Not a great movie. Came out when I worked at Blockbuster. Not too many people liked it. I actually had one person want their money back from it. I watched it. I thought it was fine. I actually tried to watch it the other night because I was like, was this any good? And no, I couldn't get into it at all. Sorry, I ended up scrolling there again. So yeah, bottom of D tier. I think that one's not great. Preacher's Wife with Denzel Washington and Whitney Houston. I actually really like this movie, and it is a Christmas movie. Let's put it... It's going to go up towards the top here. I'll put it up ahead of between Christmas Every Day and Fred Claus. I think that one's pretty solid. Santa Claus 3. This one was not as good as the other two. This was not as good as the other two. It's going to go in the C tier, but where in the C tier? Let's put it there. I'm going to put it right there. Why him? I only saw this one time. I guess there is parts of it that take place around Christmas. I don't really think of it as a Christmas movie. I'm going to put it down the D tier. Let's put it down with Deck the Halls. I remember it was okay. Not super memorable. Prancer Returns, which is the second Prancer movie. I think this was a straight-to-DVD movie. Not as good as the first one. Not terrible, though. Not one I revisited very often. I think I'm going to put it down in C tier. Let's put it right above... let's put it right below Santa Claus 3. Another Christmas Carol movie. This one is the Alistair Sims one. This one I did watch quite a bit as well. It's going in the B tier, but where's it going in the B tier? Let's put it up. Let's put it right there. In between Christmas with the Cranks and Christmas Every Day. The Family Man with Nicolas Cage. This is a great movie. Most of it does take place around Christmas, but it does span a pretty long period of time. Let's see. We're going to go with... I do like this one. I like this one quite a bit. It's not one I necessarily watch around Christmas, but I do like the movie quite a bit. It's a little bit of a spin on It's a Wonderful Life. Let's put it right there. Right below A Preacher's Wife. Mr. St. Nick with Kelsey Grammer as Santa Claus, or the son of Santa Claus that is going to potentially inherit Santa Claus. This is a TV movie not too many people remember, but I did watch it for several years in a row. I thought it was pretty good. I'm going to put it on the B tier, but it's going to go towards the bottom of the B tier. Probably at the bottom of the B tier. Violent Night with David Harbour as Santa Claus. I actually just watched this last night for the first time, and I thought it was really fun and entertaining. It's kind of, I do have some recency bias with this, potentially, but I'm going to put it at the bottom of A tier. I'm going to watch this again next year, and I think there's a sequel that's potentially coming out, and I want to see it. So, I don't know. I liked it. Yeah, I'm pretty okay with putting it there. Yogi Bear Christmas Special. Actually, this was another one. Whenever I was a kid, I would watch it. The Cartoon Network used to show it on Christmas Eve morning, and they did that for a couple years in a row. So I watched it, and I I always liked it. You got all the other Hanna-Barbera cartoons there. Where'd I put it? Let's put it right there between Jack Frost and Jim Carrey's The Grinch. All right, next up we've got the Nativity Story. This one is one I've seen a few times. I do own it. Obviously, the reason for the season. The movie's okay. This one's kind of a hard one to... Where do I put this? Because it's more of a drama than anything else on this list so far. All right, we're going to put it in between Miracle on 34th Street and Ernest Saves Christmas. That's where I want to put it. The Santa Claus movie. I can't remember who the actor is that played, but I know John Lithgow's in this movie as an evil toy maker, and it's not a bad movie. I'd put it ahead of, let's see, I put it ahead of that, Let's put it right there behind Jim Carrey's Grinch. That's where I want to put it at. The Holdovers. I saw this one for the first time a couple days ago, and I really liked it. I love the atmosphere. I love that they shot it on film. It gives that old feel to it, and I love that it takes place in the 70s. Let's see, where would I put it at, though? The more recent ones are harder to place because I haven't had a lot of time to sit with them. But I do think it's a great movie. Is it one I'm going to revisit as much as Violent Night? Probably not. I'm going to put it... I'm going to put it ahead of that. Oh, jeez. I don't know where to put this at. All right, we're going to put it right there between Christmas with the Cranks and Alistair Sim's Christmas Carol, I guess. Kind of hard to... as a movie, I think it's an S tier, but as a Christmas movie that I'm going to rewatch every year, I don't know where that's going to be yet, because I just saw it a couple days ago. We've got the Guardians of the Galaxy Christmas special, which I just went and rewatched this year, and I saw it when it first came out, and I think it's really good. I think it's solid. I would probably put it on A tier. It's got a nice runtime to it. Kevin Bacon and everything. It's just really funny. You know what? I'm going to do it. I'm just going to go ahead and move the Holdovers into A tier. I'm going to move it, and that's where I'm going to put it at. Batman Returns, which is a Christmas movie, if you want to consider it a Christmas movie. I don't necessarily consider it a Christmas movie. Obviously, parts of it take place at Christmas. I don't really know where to put it at, though. I do like Batman Returns. I think it's the best of those. I like it better than Batman 89 personally. But as a Christmas movie, I have no idea where to put this thing at. Let's put it right here next to Jim Carrey's Grinch. I don't know. It just seems like a good spot for it, I guess. Very Merry Muppet Christmas movie. This was like It's a Wonderful Life, but with Kermit the Frog, where he sees what life's like without Kermit. And it's pretty good. It's not as memorable as some of the other ones, or at least people don't remember as much. But I think it's pretty good, and I love the Muppets. And it's a good little companion piece to Muppets Christmas Carol. I'm going to put it in B tier, and I'm going to put it right in between Family Man and Fred Claus. That's where I'm going to put it. I'll Be Home for Christmas with Jonathan Taylor Thomas. This is one that I had on VHS. You know, we didn't have a whole lot of VHSs whenever I was a kid, so a lot of these got rewatched a lot. I haven't seen this movie in a while, but I remember watching it a lot growing up. So for me, because it was a Christmas mainstay, I would have to put it pretty high, probably higher than a lot of people would. Yeah, let's put it right there. Put it right there between Muppets and Fred Claus. Christmas Do-Over. So this was actually another TV movie that was on Family Channel that was basically like a Christmas every day, which I talked about earlier, but, different family, different scenario, but it's still the Groundhog Day type of thing. It's pretty funny. It's one I definitely watched a lot. And I'm going to put it, you know what? I'm going to put it right next to Christmas Every Day. So I want to put it at. Richie Rich's Christmas Wish. This was another one I watched on TV a lot growing up as a kid. It's not great. I actually went back and rewatched it with some friends a couple years ago, and it was fun to watch because we all grew up on it. I'm gonna put it on the top of C tier. It's not great. It's fun, but not in the traditional way that you would think. No, top of C tier. Top of C tier. Okay, well, we're going to put it on the bottom of B tier since it doesn't want me put it. All right, we got Mrs. Claus with Angela Lansbury. I saw this one twice. It's a musical. Not really my type of thing. It was on TV. It was a TV movie. I'm going to put it in C tier because I do remember it. So I guess that's something considering I haven't seen it in decades. Let's put it right there. Jack Frost. This is the other Rankin Bass one. And I watched Jack Frost a lot growing up. Jack Frost is A tier for me. And I'm going to put it, right there. Let's see. Santa Claus is coming to town. Yeah, I mean, it's a B tier. It's a B tier. Watched it most years, but not every year. Wasn't my favorite of the Rankin Bass Christmas movies. Let's put it right there. A Year Without a Santa Claus. That one is S tier for me. That was our favorite Rankin Bass special. And then we got 8-Bit Christmas, which was another newer movie. I just rewatched it again. I think it's really solid. I can't put it on an A tier, but it's got to be the top of B tier here. It's really good if you haven't seen it. We're going to put that right there. And then we've got finally the last one. We got George C. Scott, Christmas Carol, which is not as good as Alistair Sims. It's a little bit darker if you like that. Let's put it right next to Batman Returns. All right, so that's my list. Now let me go ahead and tweak it a little bit to get a final answer here. We'll start from the bottom. D tier, am I happy with this? Yes, I'm happy with D tier. What do we think about C tier here? I think I'd have to move Scrooged up. Let's move Scrooged up to right behind Santa Claus 3 and the original Miracle on 34th Street there. Yeah, I guess I'm pretty happy with that. B tier, which is loaded, which it should be. It is in the mid. It's the mid tier here. The upper mid tier, I guess. Let's see. And this is hard to try and put these in order. I think I'm okay with most of this. You know what? I'm going to put The Preacher's Wife and Family Man up ahead of the Christmas Every Days and the Christmas Do-Overs. And then I probably will drop Gremlins one spot. Let's put Santa Claus 2 ahead of that. And Rudolph, I'm going to drop down to Ernest Saves Christmas. I know that's one's the most popular, the most memorable of them, but it wasn't of the Rankin Bass stop motion ones. It was not the one we watched every year. Let's see. I'm okay with that. Let's move Nightmare Before Christmas and move it down to below that. Yeah, I'm gonna move it down here just below the Christmas Every Days. I think I'm okay with this. I think 8-Bit Christmas is solid. I think that that being at the top spot, I'm pretty okay with. Gremlins I watch any time of year, so even though it is a Christmas movie, it's not one I watch at Christmas. Otherwise, I'd put it up higher. So yeah, I think I'm okay with that. Let's see, A tier. Holdovers I just saw. I have to put an A tier because it was a good movie. I really liked it. Great performances. Guardians of the Galaxy Christmas special. Really fun. All three of these are just recent. But I'm going to put them in A tier for now. A lot of recency bias, perhaps, but that's where they're going. Jack Frost, I hear. All right, so I'd love A Christmas Story Christmas. It's staying in A tier, but I'm going to drop it down to here. So basically, you got all four of these movies in A tier that are more recent. But yeah, I'm okay with this. And then what do we got here? For S tier, Year Without a Santa Claus. I would probably swap with the Grinch for me personally. Santa Claus, yes, yes. Yep. Okay. Yeah, I'm pretty confident in this. This is my tier list. We'll full size it now so you can get a look at it. I'm pretty sure this is what we're going to go with. So this was a lot of fun. I don't normally do tier lists. I may never do a tier list again. I don't know. But, I was like, hey, let me do 64 Christmas movies. for this year and just talk about them. Again, I have no notes, just, hey, this is what I think about them. But let me know what your guys' favorite Christmas movies are. Obviously, this is a 100% biased list based on things that I regularly watch on Christmas or that I grew up watching with newer stuff, and it's all biased based on my opinion. So let me know what are your favorites that were on this list or that were not included on this list that are favorite Christmas movies of yours. This was just fun to do around the holidays. I really hope everybody has a great Christmas and that you are able to spend it with friends and family. And I want to thank everybody for sticking around on this video, and thank you for a great year here on the channel. Thank you, subscribers. All of you are awesome. And if you like this video, please like, comment, share, subscribe. Do all the YouTube stuff or don't. I'm not a beggar. I'm GeekTruth64, and I always tell you the truth.